What's up, everybody? Welcome back to HPT, the YouTube channel that collects reliable data and builds profitable systems based off that data. Today, we're going to be talking about moving averages. We're going to be talking about critical levels. We're going to be talking about probabilities. We're going to be talking about systems, right? Guys, your fall. Everybody over here at HPT, when I say that we are astounded, we are ecstatic, we are excited for what's to come. Because one thing, a common thing I'm noticing, a common theme that I'm noticing over here at HPT is the execution game is on point. 90% of day traders fail, not because of a strategy, not because that they're stupid, incompetent, right? It's because they cannot execute the same strategy over and over again. So today in this video, I really want to show you the importance of execution. I want to break down the importance of maintaining your approach in all market conditions, right? Today was a perfect example of what to do when the market's rallying on you and you just can't find an entry, right? So we're going to break it down. Let me share my screen. And I titled this, I titled this video critical levels, right? So critical levels, HPT, high performance trader, this YouTube channel, especially, one of the main concepts that I stumbled on about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, that really changed the game for me was identifying the pit numbers. See, you're not going to see anything on YouTube, very, very little material on pit numbers. I think I'm the only YouTuber, and there's probably some out there, right? I'm not going to say I'm the only, but that it is very scarce, the amount of people out there talking about pit numbers and critical levels. And I don't understand why, right? Like, I really don't understand why, because pit numbers in critical levels give you everything you need. Right? Like in Trader Bootcamp, I'm updating a couple segments in Trader Bootcamp because I filmed them so long ago. It's so funny. I filmed a lot of these so long ago. The material is still amazing. It's just back when I was like almost 300 pounds in some of them. So I had to redo them. So I was watching them. And it's so funny because 2 years ago, I'm literally breaking down pit numbers. And I'm going, dude, I literally still trade the same concept, the same strategy, right? We've tweaked it a little, right? We added the RBI. But as far as it goes, the pit numbers and moving averages have been a massive game changer for me as a trader, and it always has been. So today in this video, I just want to break down how we use the pit numbers today. What makes sense is to really break down why are pit numbers important. Right? So in Trader Bootcamp, I break down, and before we go, guys, I am doing a 20% off Trader Bootcamp, 20% off the Discord community your first month, right? For anybody that wants to join our team, that's 12 months access, 20% off Trader Bootcamp. It is definitely a course that's going to change the game for you. What's up, Hurst? What's up, Roderick? We're going to break down pit numbers. We're going to break down moving averages today, bro. We're going to absolutely, and you know what? It's so crazy because I was just saying, I've been trading pit numbers for the last 2.5 years, and no one on YouTube's talking about it. And it boggles my mind, right? Because when you use pit numbers appropriately, the understanding you obtain of the market context is insane, right? Like, what are seriously, right? Let's talk about it. What are some of the main reasons we make bad decisions in the market? And I'll speak for myself. I would make bad decisions in the market because I would get ahead of myself, right? I would start predicting things. I would be, oh man, this is, whatever was most relevant the second before I executed a trade was my bias, right? Now, what the pit numbers do for me is they ground me, right? They really help me understand the context of the market in a way like no other. right? So it's a very simple concept. I mean, you guys that follow me, you know how to plot them, right? Well, basically, you have previous day low, you have previous day open print, you have end of day, and you have previous day high, right? They're the four main price points on a daily time frame candle. This is important because we're intraday day traders, right? So we're looking to capture a move in between 9 and 4 o'clock Eastern. So we can't move price, right? We as individuals, even if we called each other, like we don't have the capital or influence to make price move. So for us to be profitable, we have to have an edge that helps us understand where price is headed, right? We need a way to determine market conditions. So that's the concept. We need a way to determine the conditions. We're going to use what? Pit numbers, and we're going to use moving averages. And then to actually get into the market and manage risk, we're going to use the RBI GBI, right? Like this is the, like there's nothing else that needs to happen, right? Like all that, oh, good luck tomorrow, that there's no luck involved. Literally the only things involved is the approach. And as long as I execute it appropriately, I know, right? The data tells me, right? Don't listen to me. Look at the high level summary, right? There's an 82% win ratio over the last 7 months, right? And the thing is like, why would I do anything different, right? One of the main things I really believe in is the more I understand the principles behind the strategy, the easier it is to execute, right? Like anybody could go, oh, when you see these 3 steps, go long or go short. But if I were to teach you, and this was the whole goal of my YouTube channel, I'm making this video because we finally hit 2,000 subscribers, right? Like I'm like, dude, this is crazy. We hit 2,000 subs. But the reason why I'm explaining this to you is because anybody could be like, hey, you know, when you see this act, right, that's cool. But if I were to teach you the concepts behind it, right, like understanding the market auction aspect of it, or understanding the identifying market conditions or building structure in an unstructured environment, right, like all these principles, then you would make better decisions in the market, right? So let's break it down. Let's break down some trades. Enough talking. So basically, yesterday's trade, we went over it. Very simple. We took this long here. This long, these 2 candles on SPX, literally cleared me. Let's see here, real quick, just to keep it formal here, because I want to show you guys you don't need, right? Oh wait, no, that was a different trade. You don't need massive moves to make tons of money, right? Like this trade I took right here was literally 1 5-minute candle, right? Like, so debunk the bad belief and you need to capture massive big trades. Like you don't need to capture massive big trade. This trade, 38% ROI, was literally a 3-minute trade. This was a 3-minute trade, right? So once again, you need these massive moves. This was today's trade. I took 2 trades today, right? I took 2 longs. I took a long right here as soon as we got the RBI, and I took a long right here once I got the RBI, right? So basically, what kept me to enter long here, even though we were $6 away from the open, right? Like for anybody that watches my videos, right, you guys know I'm really big on the psychology of trading, right? Because anyone can teach you a strategy, but until you can execute it without fear, without doubt, without anxiety, right? You need faith present. Until you can execute appropriately with faith, you're going to find yourself talking yourself out of setups, right? How many times have you looked back at a chart and been like, dude, of course, why wouldn't I have? Of course I took that trade. Yeah, but when the market looked like this morning, I'll admit it, this felt uncomfortable. How many exits feel extremely uncomfortable? There ain't a trader out there that can execute perfectly all the time, right? So we have to become normal. We have to normalize being uncomfortable, right? Hold up. It's okay to feel uncomfortable. As a matter of fact, I look forward to it. You know why? Because when I execute appropriately and I'm uncomfortable, I'm building respect and value in my strategy, right? It's not up to me. I don't determine if the strategy works. I just execute it. I don't determine if the car drives. I just get in and turn it on. See, when Todd just said it perfect. When you collect the data, you pull the thinking out of it, right? So when you collect 7 months of data and you look at the data, right? Real quick, you guys know I always got to whip out the data because the data, right? You click that first link below in my bio, right? It's going to bring you to here. This is the HPT cross, right? And it doesn't matter whose strategy. This setup, if your goal is to be consistently profitable, here lies a blueprint for you to execute day in and day out. It's so crazy. We've literally got traders on HPT this month, and all of them are absolutely killing it, right? And it's so like they thank me. They're like, oh my, they're like, Josh, thank you. They're like, I can't believe this shit. They're like, this shit is crazy. They're like, I'm literally making money, and I'm like, bro, it's listen. All you're doing is getting in the car and driving, right? Like there's like nothing changed. The only thing that changed was that you became aware of the data. Data-driven decisions. We collect reliable data and we build profitable systems based off that data. My all-time favorite quote, ready? You do not rise to your goals, but you find the strength of your system, right? If you're out of shape, your goal could be get in shape, but what's your habits, right? Your habits may be leading you to diabetes, right? Like it doesn't matter what you want to happen. What matters is your system and your ability to execute it, right? Todd really broke this down for me. Todd's been a part of HPT for last 2 years since it started, as a matter of fact. He was our first member. And it's crazy because if you don't believe in if you see your strategy and you don't pull the trigger, there's only one reason. It's because you don't believe in it. Now, let me ask you this, right? Because look at the trade we took today, right? We literally got in the market long right here. I called longs for everybody here on the Discord today, right here at 10:15, right? And now there was in my mind, I'm like, dude, Josh, this is pretty far away from open print, man. I don't know. It's kind of extended. But this is where moving averages come in. Because if my trend is healthy, I know, what does the data tell me? Healthy trends lead to continuation. How do I know this? Because every single winning trade on this has a healthy trend, right? Look, right here, healthy trend. What does healthy mean? It means no extensions. A little extension right here at this first red bar, but it pulled back and was respected. Healthy, right? Where's the next? Losing trade, right? Price was all over the place. Oh, perfect. Perfect example right here. Took a long here above previous day open print into previous day high. Guys, that's the same trade we took today. Look at the trend. What about this trend could we study and use as a tool to help us execute appropriately? The fact that there's no extension, right? Extensions, pockets, they lead to pullbacks on all time frames. 2 minute, 1 minute, 5 minute, 1 hour, daily, right? So the moving average principle, right? I teach you this principle, right? Now you go up to the market tomorrow and you go, all right, Josh literally has 7 months of data. All right, ready? Look at this trade, right? This was actually a profitable trade because this was $1.50 move. And it's crazy because the volatility has just been insane. But still, look, we can still learn a lot from this. Look at how far and quick price rallied. When I took this trade, I literally exited this trade at the top of this candle. Why? Because the moving average extension. So when you can learn to use moving averages like no one else does, I mean, people say, yeah, I know when it gets extended, it pulls back. But when you can start to learn and spot healthy trades and unhealthy trades, you will gain a massive edge over the market. Right? Todd, you're 100% right. Every trade you take should damn near look the exact same. Right? It should literally be a very similar approach. And another reason why this is so important is because if it's not, it's because you're not following a specific strategy, meaning your input is flawed. If your input is flawed, your output will be flawed. It's just physics, right? For every action, there's an equal and opposite, equivalent. So is if every trade's different, what that means is that you're making trades very unique, right? They're still special. And when a trade is special, it's much harder to let go of a loser, right? And it's like, your first girlfriend, right? She was so special to you. She meant the world to you, right? Oh my God, you couldn't let her go. What happened? She left your ass, right? It's because you were so damn obsessed with her. Weird. The market is the exact same way. Don't make shit weird. Not make the trade super special, right? Every day, same levels, same moving averages, same entries, the same criteria over and over. And this is what data does for me, guys. This is why we collect it so much. It's extremely important. So yeah, I mean, very simple. But look at here off previous day open print. It's so crazy. It's so crazy how the pit numbers always get respected the way that they do. I used to tell everybody this. You never know which. It's crazy. I just want to show you guys what the pre-market plan looked like real quick, because it was wild how on point we were. The levels that I'm mapping out in pre-market. Whatever happens at these is going to paint a picture, right? I'm basically going, I don't know what's going to happen here, and I don't really care what's going to happen here. But my ability to identify what happens here, I'll then make a trade, right? And then look at end of day. So basically, I'm saying I'm looking for my criteria off previous day, low or open print, or end of day. And based on that, I'll target XYZ. Guys, I make every pre-market plan very similar. Very similar, right? And once again, what I'm doing is I'm not making it special. Shit does not need to be special, right? Oasis, exactly, bro. It can't be special, right? Your first girl. Oh, man, I can't let her go. She's so important. Oh, I love you. Call me. What happened? Shit ended bad. It was bad. Right? So you get like anytime you get over obsessed with something, the universe will repel it from you. So once again, if you're trading and your ego's on the line, you're over leveraging like crazy, you know what I'm saying? You got tons of money on there. You're trying to make too much off one trade, right? You're making it special, right? Don't do that. Don't do that. That is how you blow accounts. That's how you make bad decisions, right? So basically, we're going to cut this one short, but, I just wanted to show you guys, right? It was very, did I feel comfortable entering long? I mean, maybe, I don't know. I was just following my strategy, right? Just like Todd said, right? Like no matter what am I going to do? Not bet on it? I made this analogy one time. I was like, our strategy has an 82% win ratio. If you're playing blackjack, you know what else has an 80% win ratio? Pocket kings. Right? So if you're playing blackjack and you get dealt a king, are you not going to hit? Or I'm sorry, are you not going to put money down? Are you going to fold on pocket kings? Absolutely not. You're going to put money down, right? It would be retarded, full-blown retarded to not put money down on pocket kings. Our strategy has the exact same win ratio. So when I see it, it's not a matter of, oh, do I want to? No, I have to. Otherwise, I don't want to be profitable, right? Why wouldn't I? If I stick to my approach, and execute appropriately, there's really no way for me not to make money. Risking 1 bar to make 2 bars, 3 bars, 4 bars, right? These are very simple concepts that we use. So we entered long, caught a really good move. I booked it. Let's see here. So I got in at 10:15 and I got out my first trade at 10:26, right? For literally 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Why did I get out? We were getting a bit extended. And I already cleared 30% ROI. So once again, don't be the hero, right? You don't have to make the most, right? It doesn't have to be perfect. Just stick to a simple strategy that gives you the proper return. And then on the second trade, I ended up making a little bit more. I made almost 50% ROI on this. So, hold on, guys. I really wanted to make this video, bring it back to the HPT roots, right? HPT, high performance trader. We hit 2K, right? I love you guys. Thank you for that support. But where does HPT come from? The roots, right? We come from critical levels. We come from moving averages. And now we have put in the RBI, GBI, right? It's by far the most simplest way to get into the market. And if you follow it to a T, you will make money, right? You will make money. There's an 82% chance you will make money. So if you're not making money on a monthly basis, right? We're not talking about weekly, right? Even though weekly, I mean, you still probably make money. But if you're not making money on a monthly basis, it's because you're not appropriately putting your stop loss where they need to be. That's okay. Just become aware of it, right? We risk 1 bar to make 2, 3, 4, guys, because I really want to let everybody know, get involved with the Discord. It's literally 30% off. You join our team for $1 a day, right? Because guys, what we're building over here at HPT is crazy. When I tell you we got 8 new members this week and they're all killing it, this is massive, right? Like, and I'm so proud because the team, every person that joins my team doesn't just get substantially better, but they become an asset to the Discord. And that was the main purpose at HPT. I want to build assets, right? If everyone on the team is a killer, there is no telling where we can go, right? So guys, I love you. Journal your trades. Put in this work. We're going live tomorrow. If anybody wants to join, email me, Joshua Salvetti, to the Discord for free tomorrow. 2 trades. Love you guys. Peace.